Hello there, everyone. Y'all, what is going on? Hey, you guys. I see the Black Barbie. I see Mr. Parker. Y'all, what is going on? Y'all, it's cold out there. Hey, plus size baddie, Tierney, Fat Boy the Trucker. I see y'all up in here, Miss Muffin. Miss Muffin, you was right on the dollar about what you said the other day in the members. You sure was right on the money. Jamal, y'all, it's so cold outside. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. And of course, I had to, my church, my church had a family and friends day, had a brunch. Oh my God, it was so freaking nice. It was so freaking nice. I be wanting to invite people, but I mean, folks are so, I can't start inviting people until they get these damn fools. Um, let's see, positive vibes. We're gonna have to do another platinum. As a matter of fact, I think we'll do another one when we get off of here. If I It's so cold though. It's so cold. I just kind of wanna. It's supposed to be an ice storm tomorrow. Yeah, it's supposed to be an ice storm tomorrow. So I'm glad I went on to church and stuff today and paid my tithes and stuff and had a really good time fellowshipping at church. Yeah, it's something about when you go to church and hold on, y'all. Let me see some. She says, I really hope not. That's what they're saying. I don't know though. The weather is very bipolar for real. Anyways, you guys, I wanted to talk about. I was looking at Charleston White, which I know I want to go on and get on and do a live because I'm so sleepy. I've been up like I said since 5, and I know the live had cut off last night, and I was basically just going to encourage um you all. But I wanted to talk about Charleston White calls out Hustle Cartel. Charleston White is Hustle Cartel and calls out Hustle Cartel and and is the FBI taking down the rappers, the rap industry? Because it seems like that's the route that is going to me because there's so much going on, and we'll get into everything that is going on. But I was looking at Charleston White, and he was talking about Hustle Cartel. And remember now, Charleston White, hey, Edward Potts has he and Finesse has had like um has not had such a good relationship, right? They've been into it and all of that. But in the interview with Say Cheese, Charleston White seems to have been taken up for Finesse. That's why, hey, Miss Nelly. That's why I say, is a lot of this stuff, is it a play or what? Because I saw Hustle Cartel talking about Let's fight in the ring and all of that. Here's the thing that bothers me so much. I don't think that King is better off with Finesse or with Hustle Cartel. I do believe that Finesse had started to grow at some point some type of feelings for King. You know, I think he has started to grow some type of feelings for him. Um yeah. Initially I think it was just about money, but I think he has started to grow some type of feelings for him. Um it says Charleston goes where the wind blows. That's what it looks like, taking down all of them. And so it seems like now that he's kind of taken up for Finesse two times, and that's something to hear, especially, you know, since he called CPS on Finesse two time, remember, and called the police and all of that. He says Finesse, now he's saying that Finesse has started to be like a big uncle to King. You know, here's the thing with that. You know, I saw when Finesse went to jail one time how he looked at King, and um I think he did have some type of affection for him, but Finesse two times can't offer King anything emotionally because, as I've said before, Finesse two times, I've said this so many times, Finesse two times is institutionalized and he needs to get himself some help, right? I think that basically King is just being hoarded out. Now, we look at how advanced King is because of learned behavior, right? It's definitely learned behavior, just duplicating and reciprocating what he has seen adult guys around him do and what they've allowed him to do. So he's just reciprocating that, right? He has not developed, had the opportunity to grow and develop his own personality because he's always been in survival mode, and he's a replica of his environment, right? He's just a replica of his environment. You know, I listened to when King was around Finesse two times, how he sounded a lot like Finesse two times because he is a child. Um, and so now that he's around Hustle Cartel, he sounds and says the same thing and act just like Hustle Cartel. He kind of takes on that because kids are a product of their environment. People tend to forget that King is 11 years old and he just turned 11. God dog. I mean, when they talk about King, no better King this. Yes, he sounds like an old man, a 20 something year old hustler out on the street because that's all he's been around. That is basically what has raised him and used him. But King can't really think himself out of a paper card box or whatever they call it, a paperboard box. He does not have any life skills when he's run. I don't like about King being around all these different men running around their houses. Bless his little heart, in his pajamas, in his PJs. When you look at King, he running around there in his PJs and stuff. King is a damn baby. I don't like all them damn men passing that child around because see, I don't ever know what a person's head is. Okay, I don't know what these men lifestyle is. See, people don't want to talk about that, but I mean, it's got to be talked about. Okay, you talking about hustlers? They already don't have no issues with whoring them out, and then these men have been in and out of jail their whole life. I don't know what their lifestyle is under the cover. They said King said he got 100K on the fight. I'm willing to bet that Hustle Cartel has not even given King $100,000. Can it count? And so I think the issue with Finesse two times is people started getting involved. And when people started getting involved, I think it forced him to do a lot of those things that he had no intentions on doing. He put him in private school, but I think that only came after people started questioning. I know because I did a video on it. Is King in school? They started calling CPS and all of that. At that time, King was definitely, he felt like King was going to bring him a lot of money. He didn't want to lose him at that point. So it shouldn't have taken people getting involved, whether they was being messy or not, to force you to then prove, look, I put him in private schooling, right? So the thing that kind of bothers me with Finesse two times, even though I think he cared more about him than Hustle Cartel, I think King is just casualty to Hustle Cartel. Him and Finesse is into it. He got King to get back at Finesse two times, right? Real talk with Tamara, because someone has a whole lot of females in their voice, and I'm not being smart. That's all I'm saying. And so, Charleston White is saying now that Hustle Cartel is kind of doing the same thing, and I mean, yeah, he I guess you could say that, because nothing has changed. King is playing dice. It don't look like he is in school. Does Hustle Cartel have him in school? Because see, I'm gonna tell y'all something. The difference between Finesse and Hustle Cartel. Hey, be quiet. Hustle Cartel don't seem like he got an ounce of fatherly instinct in him. I promise to God he don't. Hold on, let me see. I'll pull it up, Charleston White. Y'all, this weather had me so damn tired. That's why I don't like the cold weather. Hold on. I don't know why I just looked at it. I think this is it. Some of it.
You know how many niggas died in a dice game? He got to be a hoe ass nigga. Whoever the Hustle Cartel nigga, he got to be a mob. Because for one, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told Finesse 2 times. He ain't supposed to be addressing no grown man, homie. How y'all gonna let this little nigga get on camera? Who takes a 12-year-old and promote street gambling? If you can gamble this good, why you ain't in Vegas hitting millions on them gambling tables in Vegas? I see how he's stacking the dice and sliding them. Man, that's old game. He's spreading the money out, nigga, on the lame people. He's stacking the dice. My nigga Big C, may God rest his soul. My nigga Big C slid dice on us for 20 years. If you really got to help that little, don't let him come on here and try to downplay and shame somebody who really tried to help him. Put him in his position for you to meet him. You exploiting him too, but from what I heard, Hustle Gang and Finesse gotta be. I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
You know how many niggas.
So now Charleston White is saying Finesse was trying to help him. He wasn't saying that before. But hey, I think once the people started getting on Finesse 2 times tail, he had to, because see, Finesse is on paper. He's on paper. So I think he had to make some type of improvement, because he probably could have ended up going back to the pen or something like that. So, Hustle Cartel is talking about he wanna box Charleston White. Now, when these celebrities or whatever they call themselves start talking about they want to box each other, I get suspicious about that. I think that's straight, just want some publicity. I think that's what it is. I'm trying to get back to. Okay, here it is right here.
I know you've been seeing all the news about the crazy stuff
I
these
get so
celebrities
sick of these
are doing
commercials.
at those
Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Shout out to Say Cheese.
Been saying this shit. This kid ain't saying this shit to us on his own accord. Age of my life when I didn't know no better, nigga. Lil Poncho out of Dalworth. Me and my nigga Mario, nigga, when he was 11 or 12 years old, Mario used to mess with his mama Keisha. We had the blunt of it because that's what they did to me. Nigga Anthony Wayne, they was handing me the weed at 9 and 10 years old. So when I was in my late 20s, mid 20s, I handed the weed to Lil Poncho out of Dalworth. So I get it. They street kids. You got a street mind. Nigga, I handed the weed to my son at 13. I handed the weed to my son at 13, my own son at 13, and I was in my 30s. I come home one day and say, nigga, you been smoking weed in here? Wanting to get on his ass. So when I first go to jumping down on nigga, why you? He said, Dad, because I see you do it. I've been handing that blunt ever since then. Because at 12 and 13, they'll put them on medication that'll fuck them up. They'll put them on medication to have suicidal thoughts. So why not get a little more of this weed to deal with this trauma and this mental health?
Oh, Lord.
They'll put him on psychotropic drugs. So it's no difference. So Lil King done brought this to the internet. Whoever got Lil King right now, he got to be a hoe ass nigga. Whoever hustle cartel nigga, he got to be a mob. Because for one, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told Finesse 2 times. He ain't supposed to be addressing no grown man, homie. How y'all gonna let this nigga get on camera and address the grown man? Yeah, he got on camera and didn't cuss. Yeah, he got on camera and wasn't disrespectful. But man, don't let the little get on camera and go to talking to man business and the man really tried to help him. If you really gotta help that little, don't let him come on here and try to downplay and shame somebody who really tried to help him. Put him in his position for you to meet him. You exploiting him too, but from what I heard, Hustle Gang and Finesse gotta be. They were gambling at one point in time together. So nigga, I'm gonna keep the little nigga, nah, don't be on there saying that shit, nigga. Oh, Finesse and them was in a high-speed chase, and they could at least, they didn't think to put King, a kid was in the car. Now you wanna be a kid, little kid. Now you want to be a kid when you snitching and telling the man business that can possibly get him back in jail. So before this hit the fan, me and Finesse talk.
What's up, the hitter?
Sense,
What's up, Peacock? G Money.
Now King in videos showing guns. You never saw none of that with Finesse. Ricky wasn't having none of that. I'm gonna call him Uncle Ricky because he was playing big unk to him. So Uncle Ricky wasn't letting him show gun, play like he was popping pills. Now he got video whether it's canned or not. Perception is reality.
It is.
So whoever this hustle gang nigga, hustle cartel nigga, he must be a mark, homie. This nigga got to be a hoe.
Wait a minute, y'all. I gotta stop it right there. I'm gonna play it back. Was I the only person that saw how Finesse and how Charleston White was going at Finesse saying he wasn't no good for King and Finesse shouldn't have had King. Now he Uncle Ricky. I wonder what's going on. Lord have mercy. Let's continue on.
Let him get on her and play snitch. Cause that let you know if you ever get in trouble, he go tell. King go tell. So King need to get out the streets right now. And let me just say this. Who takes a 12-year-old and promotes street gambling? If you can gamble this good, why you ain't in Vegas hitting millions on them gambling tables in Vegas? I see how he's stacking the dice and sliding them. Man, that's old game. He's spreading the money out, nigga, on the lane people. He's stacking the dice. My nigga Big C, may God rest his soul. My nigga Big C slid dice on us for 20 years. You learn how to stack them. When he's shaking them, only one dice hitting. He's spinning the dice on you, nigga. He ain't, nigga, that's, oh, man, that ain't no, man, that's, come on, homie, that's to the niggas that don't know. But why not put this kid, if he can rap, why not invest into his rap talent? No, my, hell no. So, no, my nigga, King wrong in a motherfucker. He a snitch.
I think, I don't know if he's lying or not, but
wait a minute. Did he just say King was a snitch an 11-year-old baby. Did he just say 11-year-old baby is a snitch? Y'all, what kind of world that we live in when 40-something-year-old men are so insensitive that they can't recognize that King is a damn child, a baby at that 11 years old. He ain't even a teenager. He just said King is a snitch. So that means that they looking at King. King needs to be somewhere where he is loved and away from these street dudes, because they look at him as their equal. They too mentally ill to realize that King is a baby. They'll kill King because they looking at King as being their equal because they so damn twisted in the brain. Okay, I'm gonna continue on. Lord have mercy. When he said King is a snitch, that just took me out of here.
He said it was really detailed.
Kids lie in detail. Yeah, man, why? Who business is it that he done come run out? He done ran out with 100 pounds. How he know? He done ran out with 100 bowls. He took you to mob time. Homie, so it's a grown person got him saying this shit. This kid ain't saying this shit to us on his own accord. It's a grown person with a key in his back. Got this little nigga on camera snitching, talking Fed talk.
Oh my God.
Really want to take the stand on. Nah, my kid ain't even supposed to be speaking on that. If you go gamble with him, gamble with him. But my nigga, Finesse told you the little nigga lord of money. Most poor children who come off the streets with no mama, no daddy, come on, my nigga. It's lord to money. So this kid is lord to the person that's dangling the money out in front of him. That's what he doing. So he done jumped. Like a little choosy hoe. You know, like a hoe. Man, this hoe going from the next pimp to the next pimp to the next. He like a little hoe. He said he ain't selling pussy. He got an image. He want to be on the internet and be more than what he is. But there's only so much a kid can do on the internet when they say you got to be 18 to be on here. Especially displaying what you displaying as a kid. So I'm going to say this.
So he just said King is like a little hoe, but most children King's age is ambitious. I can't believe that Charleston White is so insensitive. But then he just did say that he gave his son weed at 13 years old, and 13 years old is a baby. Good God Almighty!
You know how many niggas die at a dice game?
A lot.
A lot. So why evoke this kid in this? You know how many get into it? It's weed smoke. So nigga, why bring this kid in this environment and then try to criticize a man who really tried to help him? That goes to show you can't try to help everybody, my nigga. The same people you try to help gonna be the one to bite your motherfucking hand. And that's what done happened. He really tried to help that kid, my nigga. Because when I called CPS really got involved. And because they was...
You like to smell good? Do you have a lot of those luxury fragrances that be real expensive? Me neither. Let me tell you what I do have, though.
Was able to talk to Finesse and see that this kid was possibly in a better situation. Yeah, he gonna hurt me with me and my bitch squabbling. Whether I slap across her head or kick in her ass. Yeah, he gonna hurt me. Nigga. Don't our kids hear when we squabbling with our... Yeah, come on, so you gonna hear this as a child.
Oh my God.
With your own parents. So, homie, whether he detailed or not, whatever grown person he over here with, they the one wrong, my nigga. Because they want to get back in Finesse. Yeah, they want to get back in Finesse, my nigga. So, I don't think no kid should be gambling no motherfucking word with grown people. And there's plenty of videos of this kid gambling with grown people. It's guns, it's drugs, and it's alcohol around. Why introduce the young nigga to this environment and try to act like Finesse did? Nigga, you doing the same thing Finesse was doing, but at least Finesse had him in school. At least we heard a teacher say, "Hey, King is doing better." Nigga, I was disappointed when I realized the little motherfucker could read. I wanted him to be a little retarded little boy. And that black teacher got online at one time, said he's improving, his grades are doing good. Y'all folded him on like a hater, little boy. And I don't like King. You know, I don't like King. You don't like him. Well, he a tattletale. And he trying to play street. He trying to play grown. He don't want to stay in the kid's place. You're a mother kid. You're a mother kid that want to play street, want to play gangster, and nigga, you come talking like this online. Homie, every grown person around him is wrong for allowing him, nigga, to bite a hand that once fed him. No loyalty. No loyalty, my nigga. But he a kid in the middle of two grown niggas disagreement or beef.
Mm.
And the nigga over here, nigga, he ain't showing a better situation. King said, I done made $100,000 since I've been, nigga, you been showing all the money you got. Why all of a sudden you don't want to show it now? I'm not gonna show y'all that. You been showing it before now. When he gave you the 60,000 or whatever, you hit that out on the floor. You hit that out on the floor. But your grandmama and them still starving over here. Your sister and them still struggling over here. So now, make it make sense, black community. But now the black community want to turn against Finesse now. But nigga, now they want to blame me and Finesse beefing with a kid. Nah, nigga, he ain't beefing with a kid. He feel betrayed. Because even this kid said he tried to change my image. He tried to clean it up, little ugly motherfucker. Little stupid ass little boy. He tried to clean your image up. Nigga, you had a horrible image, nigga. You had a horrible image.
And why did he have a horrible image? He had a horrible image because Finesse and other people helped him to have that horrible image. Finesse has a bigger presence than a bigger celebrity status than the young man that has him now. Finesse is very well known, way more than Hustle Cartel. So, you know, he tried to clean him up, but it's hard when you've helped this person with this learned behavior. He was already out in the street, but when he got with Finesse is a star. He started to see, he took him way into another world. The industry is like a demonic, devilish, where he's seen more stuff than he could have ever seen in that industry. Way more stuff than he saw when living on the street. So I guess Finesse and Charleston done made up. Now I'm not excusing Hustle Cartel because I don't think he's doing it right. King is straight casualty of war to him. But to say that a child is a snitch, he is a product of his environment. Okay. And I don't think, I think Finesse had some feelings for him, but I don't think he cared that much about him. He didn't look at him like he would look at one of his own, which means he never should have had him, because I don't guess he would, expose his own children to what King is exposed to. I do believe that Finesse has a son that is around King's age. One of my cousins told me that one of my first cousins, Cece, got a son with him. I didn't know it. My sister told me that, as a matter of fact. And I know Cece's son is around King's age because he was all on the Steve Harvey show and stuff for cutting hair and all of that, because he could cut hair. So I know Cece ain't gonna allow her son to be exposed to anything like that, because my auntie ain't going for it. Cece is not going for it, right? So if he could allow King to be exposed for something like that, then he really shouldn't be with him, because he does not look at King. See, one of the things that when my kids were growing up, hey, Steel Case, and they would have slumber parties and stuff, I would always tell the parents when they left them, I'm going to treat them exactly as I would treat my very own children. And that's what I did. Okay. And that's exactly what I did. I made sure that they ate, they was protected, they mind. I didn't have people coming in and out of my house all over them. No, that was not getting ready to happen. Okay. So if you got a child living in your house and you're not protecting them and you're protective of your own children, and you're not protecting them as you would protect your very own kids, you shouldn't have them. So like I said, King is being exploited. I wish that he could be with a family that truly cared about him. I do. I wish he could be with a family that truly cared about him. But King would have to get into so much counseling because he's seen so much, but he's still a baby. It could be everything that he has seen, everything that's going on in his life now, his mentality. It can be reversed. If somebody got a hold to him now and really put him in a caring, loving home, it could be everything could be reversed because he's just 11 years old. They talk like this boy is in his damn 20s. And so, you know, when I think about King, I think about years ago, and I'm sure some people from Chicago would remember this, whereas there was an 11-year-old boy that was in a gang named Yummy. That's what they called him, Yummy, because he loved to eat cookies. And they popped him in the back of his head, his own gang members, because he had a gun. He went and killed a girl that was getting ready to graduate high school, and it brought so much attention to the gang. They tricked him like they was going to take him to the store to get him some cookies, and they popped him in the back of his head. His own gang members. They could not identify. First of all, it was learned behavior because I'm sure they were the ones that gave him that gun and taught him everything that they taught him. Yep, Yummy Sandifer, and taught him everything that they taught him. And then they turned around and took him down. They didn't look at him as being a child that they had taught that bad behavior. And we see now, just listening to Charleston White, that they don't see King as he said King is a snitch. He talking like King is a grown man. All kids tell. And here's another thing too, you know, that I don't like. I have to watch people, and now I'm getting ready to get deep, okay? Because I feel one coming on. Y'all know I get madder than I get mad as hell. Okay. When they sit up and talk about King ain't got no business, he a child, he don't have no business speaking about what adults do. I can't stand a motherfucker like that. That's a goddamn predator. Okay. I see people, especially men, that say stuff like that. You have to watch them as a predator. Because let me tell you something. Back in the olden days, you hear a lot of men and women that's got a lot of trauma because you know, they was told that whatever happens, you say nothing. If it's an adult, you comply, you don't reject it, you don't resist it, and you better not tell. That's how so many people were able to be molested and sexually assaulted by their very own family members. Let me tell you something. I had a great auntie, and I remember her. She died in 2000. Okay, and she was so fun. She was a funny person, but she had a lot of trauma. My great grandmother's brother did something to her. He did something to her. And because they was taught that you don't tell, because my great grandmother would have killed him. She was mean as hell. She'd have shot him dead. But they was taught you getting out of a child's place when you start thinking that you telling on adults. That's the reason why I don't play that shit. I've taught my kids you better tell everything. You better tell it all. And so that's the reasons why so many people walk around here with trauma, because they teach kids that you getting out of a child place, you think you grown, you don't tell on no adult. You better not think you're going to tell nothing on no adult. And sometimes when people have predatory type behaviors, that's how they want to do. They want to put fear in children. That's why women have to be very careful when they have teenage boys and then they start dating. If that man has a predatory behavior, because see, he might have a tendency to whoop a bitch ass. If he see that boy, he started getting close to her, he gonna moving into her house, he gonna put his eyes on that boy. He getting taller, he's getting bass in his voice. When he started wanting to whoop mama and beat her ass left and right, he gonna start talking against that boy. It's time for your son to go. I don't like your son. When he gets 17, 18, he needs to enlist in the army. He want to get that boy out that house because he know when he knock mama across her head, that boy gonna stick something in his ass. He's scared of that boy, so he makes that woman with her stupid ass turn against her child. Baby, you need to go enroll in the army. You want to go? June said you talking back to him. You eating his food. Maybe you just need to go stay with your daddy. Lady, he trying to get that boy out that house because he's scared of that boy. And then when the boy leave, that's when the ass whipping start. Okay. So you have to be very, because he see that man beating his mama. He liable to go get that pistol or he gonna go get that knife. He ain't gonna be able to whoop that boy. He ain't got the wind to whoop a teenage boy. Okay. Most men that beat women sissified anyways. They ain't gonna fight no man. And they sure can't do nothing with a strong teenage boy. What's up, Blackwood News? What's going on out in the streets? He said, and we live. What's going on out in the streets, Blackwood News? Are they out there cutting up? What happened over there? Well, I'm going to do a story on it. I guess people out in the streets, I mean, they say we're ready to have an ice storm. So I don't know if folks tucked in, like when I get off here, like I'm getting ready to do, tuck up under the cover real good and try to go to sleep. He said, no, it's slow motion right now. Well, I think people, the news said it's going to be an ice storm. So I think people trying to get into the stores, because when I went into the stores, everybody was in the stores, called themselves stocking up on water and all types of stuff, talking about the ice storm. I don't know how long they think ice it melts the next day or hour, but they buying everything out the store. Shout out to Blackwood News. That's the voice of the city of Memphis right there. And I see Blackwood News be all down there in New Orleans and he stay in New Orleans and stuff all the time. But shoot, he bees on the scene. Okay. He bees on the block. Okay, right? He get there before the news media gets there. So they have to go to him for coverage and ask him questions and stuff, because the people feel more comfortable talking to him. So shout out to Blackwood News, a black man out there doing his thing, and I love it. I love it. I love to see that. And I ask God to keep him safe in the midst of all of the craziness out there, traveling grace, getting to where you're getting. God send his warring angels to protect you from the damn fools that's out there. I mean, it's just, but you do your thing though. I see how you're consistently going up, and that makes me very proud. You got a good attitude and everything. So the sky is definitely the limit for you. So I'm happy to see that for you, Blackwood News. She said the weather starts to act crazy on my birthday. I'm gonna be in maybe it won't come to Nashville. They talking about around the Memphis area, child. You know what? I actually thought that it was gonna start. Normally it starts to get really bad in February, but if we start to have ice storms and stuff now. Maybe that oftentimes that means we have an early spring, and I loves the spring where I can wear my toes and stuff out. Ooh, I love the springtime. I cannot stand the winter. But I think I've been doing good this winter because I used to get that seasonal depression. I've been good this year. Thank God. Thank God for Jesus. Anyways, you guys, no problem, Blackwood News. But anyways, you guys, but yeah, so like I said, they acting like King is not a child. And no, I don't think he's better off with Hustle Cartel either, because Hustle Cartel seems more he seems just as immature. He does not seem like he's fatherly. Like he just don't. Hustle Cartel need to let King go home. Okay.
You had a horrible image, King.
Oh, so let me ask y'all this: King is 11 years old. How is it that Hustle Cartel got King? How could he have King without getting in trouble? That's what I'm trying to understand.
Nigga, he remember the little nigga threatened me like he'll hurt me.
Yeah.
Nigga, I know, man, for you had a horrible image, kid. And you still got a horrible image. Nigga, you ain't looking like you living good.
Stop.
Anytime you
Hey.
get a bunch of money, anytime a nigga got a bunch of money, that's an up and down nigga. That's an up and every day, nigga, you walking around the country with all this money, everything look like it's staged. You gambling? Nah, homie. Gambling ain't never been for a 12-year-old kid. Never. Too many niggas died at the dice game. Too many fights, too many arguments, wrong folk language, secondhand weed smoke, alcohol. And it's mostly street niggas. So,
Did you know that cilantro can detox your kidneys, reduce inflammation?
yeah, nah, as a kid in school,
But to finish my story, because y'all know I be jumping all over the place. My great auntie harbored a lot of hurt for so many years because because that happened to her, and they were taught, especially back in that day, because she was born like in the 20s. Back in that day, you know, you was taught they was taught that you don't tell on adults. You don't. Anytime you call yourself gonna tell something that an adult did, you was trying to be grown and all of that. You know, especially in the Black community, we've been taught whatever goes on in our house stays in our house. That's why so many women, when their husbands and stuff are abusive and they beat them physically, you know, family members know about it, but they dare not. They don't want it out. No, you don't go get no help. When I'm gonna leave, no, you don't leave him, because then people gonna know your business. If you leave, they're gonna be saying why you leave. You're gonna bring embarrassment, you know, stuff like that. I think there's just a lot of trauma in our community. Whereas, you know, hey, you know, if a healthy relationship, you know, relationship with family would be, we all gonna whoop his ass, or you better bash Mister's head open, okay, and think about the rest of that later. All right, but it's unfortunate, and vice versa, because a lot of men deal with a lot of craziness too. More and more women are really just batshit crazy. And I'm not talking about just like a mentally ill type. I'm talking about just a stupid type crazy, where they're just tearing down their households. And it's got a lot to do with just no self-control, right? So yeah. And so people, you know, it's been taught in the Black community that you don't go and get counseling because you're crazy if you ever go sit on somebody's couch. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's got to be unlearned within our community, because there's just a lot of trauma within our community, and that's the God's truth. Anyways, you guys, let's listen to this last little bit of what he says about King, because he's really it's just personal with him. He's not saying anything about helping this child. He's consistently just bashing him.
school, because it is school time. Finesse said he left with a stranger. He don't even know that nigga. He don't even know that nigga. Now this nigga got him in an empty house. He got him in an empty house showing money with a Christmas tree in Christmas pajamas. Man, I think everybody playing. Yeah, I think everybody full of shit and playing, my nigga. Because if you really care about this kid, why wouldn't you clean his image up? Nah, I see people in the comments talking about, man, King gonna be he gonna be a hell of a little nigga. He gonna be a snitch. Come on over here with me, King. Let me tell you. Let me show you how to really tell. Yeah. You gonna be a good police.
Oh yeah, I wanted to cover that situation with Royce Reed.
Right now, they went on a high-speed chase with me in the car. Man, stop lying, nigga. Cause why they ain't go back and get this? The police get license plate numbers, all kind of shit, and they don't quit chasing you. They didn't think that the king was in the car. You playing grown, little nigga. Which one it is? You want to be grown or you want to be a kid? But if you want to be a gambler, nigga, you know the codes. Yeah, you ain't supposed to speak on what you done seen. Yeah.
It's
So,
very
yeah,
unfortunate, man,
yeah,
because
fuck that little long head motherfucker. I don't like that nigga.
it's unfortunate because I mean, Finesse even after all the backlash he got for taking him under his wing, he still did it and still got the short end of the stick.
Nigga, I really called CPS on that nigga. I really filed a CPS complaint against Finesse when he first got there. So I know for a fact CPS went out there to talk, at least had to respond to the allegations. So he got cleared through that. And you really saw Finesse trying to add structure to this kid's life, making him a kid. So you hear Finesse, nigga, Finesse really hurt. You can tell he hurt, homie. He said King started being disrespectful. Now, who want to keep helping a disrespectful kid? Who want to keep trying to do something for it? He said King started disrespecting the people in the house. You don't, how you gonna come online and say when you be cheating on Sugar, she be at home crying? Man, shut your bitch ass up, look. Shut your ass up. Little old ass nigga, man. But nah, homie, so Finesse say, man, start being disrespectful. So I already know if he talking like this, I can only
get out of that.
He's being disrespectful in the house. So man, yeah, now it's time because at some point you gotta add some structure and you gotta include discipline. Now discipline might not be putting your hands on them, but nigga, you gotta discipline. Take something in. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't do this. Oh, he hating on money bag, yo. Now you being like your mess ass mama, nigga, your mess ass sister now. Now you trying to cause beef between me and money bag, yo, like a messy little mob top. And yeah, you a messy little hoe. So that little homie, that little go bite every hand and feed him. He go bite this hustle cartel. He go bite every hand and feed him because even when your mom.
You know, I think it's sad that well, I mean, Charleston White says things for shock value anyway. So a lot of what he says, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna whoop y'all ass. A lot of what he says is for shock value. I think some shit. I'm gonna get y'all. Hold on, y'all. Y'all, hold on. Move. Shit. Says Tamara, we have so many people who think DCS is a joke, but when they started getting these effed up charges, they would learn I don't play with kids, period. I have 11 years that I dare. I'm telling you. So. Like I said, I know Charleston White says things for shock value and all of that, but King is still a child. And hey, I'm not saying that he's excused from what he does. No, he's not. But these people, these grown folks teach this boy this and then turn around and get mad at him. He is a product of them. He is a product of them. He was with Finesse for a while. I think Finesse got King. King is 11. Finesse got King when he was 9 years old, 8, 9 years old. So he's had a while to teach him bad habits. And so the excuses is, well, you know, he knew bad habits before I met him. I can't stand folks like that. You know, just because a child was already exposed overly exposed and exploited. Okay, that means it's free game for you to do. I you know, listen, I didn't know people were so insensitive. Like I didn't. I mean, I knew that there was insensitive people. I've seen in crazy people, sick people, but it's just a lot of insensitive people in this world now, and that's the reason why I be okay with just, you know, just chilling by myself or with very few people, because people just got this mentality. Most people have the same type of mentality, not all people, but like what Charleston White has. um like I said, they don't see King. They cannot identify that King is a child, except for when he's doing something that they don't want him to do. That's when they thought, well, you a child, you shouldn't talk, you teach him all these bad things. But the moment he says something they don't want, well, you need to stay in the child place. That's a goddamn oxymoron. And a lot of these old people are, because they old compared to King, they sure gonna pay for what they do. Okay, they sure got to pay for it. At one point, when my sister lived in Raleigh, she had King through his mom. Oh wow. So how was he when your sister had him? He's just been exposed to a lot, but he's super smart and picks up quick. Like, you could tell that he picks up quick. You could tell that he picks up quick, which means he studied people. The first thing Charleston White says, your grandmama them over there starving, is that his motherfucking fault that his grandmama them starving? That's a damn 11-year-old baby. Why should that burden be on him? Hell, they should be feeding him. That's the reason why I said, what's wrong with adults now? Is every other person crazy? It's his fault that if his grandma and them starving, hell, I mean, that's an 11-year-old boy. Why should he have to carry that burden of who eats and who don't eat? Somebody's supposed to be feeding him. And he around a bunch of damn men that's exploiting him for money and views. You know, King said something about Finesse 2 times, took him off of the internet. Well, he didn't take him off the internet punishing him. He took him off the internet so CPS couldn't see him. I be tripping how they be letting King in the club. My homegirl said he was in the section with Finesse and them when he was here. See, that's what I'm talking about. These club owners letting a 11, and don't think now, because a lot of these women are twisted as they come. They'll do anything for a damn nickel. Don't think some of them crazy ass junkies in the club, a lot of them women Finesse 2 times. I give 5,000 to, handle little King for me to make him a man. Don't think they won't do it, and it'll be funny to him. Man, that was an easy $5,000, and that's an 11-year-old. Y'all, what's going on? They don't care about that is statutory rape. No, this basically just flat out rape, molestation, all of that. But they will do it. He wasn't bad, just a regular city kid that's been through hardship. We still got old videos of him. He loves music and how to make tracks, but he was very obedient, I would say. They get mad at him. They let him do all this stuff, exploit him to adult activity, and then when the folks get on their butt, they get mad because they can't reel him in. And Tam, I've only mentioned this on your channel about King because I'm comfortable here and we know Memphis, so I don't speak on the other platforms. Okay, Tennessee Miss Hector, I appreciate that. If you all haven't hit the like button, please do hit the like button, okay? Like, share, and subscribe. Do hit the like button for me. Please do hit the like button. Like, share, and subscribe. When did we start auctioning kids off to the highest bidder? God is not. I'm telling you, and that's actually what's going on. It seems like that King is being auctioned off. How did Hustle Cartel? So when Finesse 2 times, I want to know how that transaction went. So when Finesse 2 times said he said he been gone from Finesse 2 times. So did Finesse say, who did Finesse send King back to? They say Finesse said he sent him to his dad, right? Is that what's supposed to happen? And from his dad, he was sent to Hustle Cartel. Is that what's going on? King reminds me of me, sound like a grown man at the age of 10. They used to say, why he sounds so grown. Mr. Parker says, oh, well, now we only got half the likes of the current viewers. That ain't, yeah, y'all, please get the likes up. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, like, share, subscribe. If you want to support the channel, you can hit up the super thanks or the super chat or the cash app. They said hustle is GD, and I feel like nobody cares. Our family couldn't get him if we tried. I feel terrible about all this. She said hustle is GD, and I feel the princess sick hustle on King to get back at Finesse. So has Finesse 2 times and the princess been into it? Are the princess and Finesse 2 times beefing? That's true, real. That's so true. He said 5,000. They'll do it for 200. You sure right. You sure right. G Money says they got a little beef going, but it's behind the scenes. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Well, Finesse needs to be careful. They might have a lot to do with what's going on because Finesse was blazing when he first got out. It seems like his popularity has gone down quite a bit. Now I hear people say that Finesse has a hot album, and I'm not surprised by that because he's a really a talented rapper. But Finesse 2 times popularity has gone all the way down. You don't hear people talking about his album, even though people say that it's hot, it don't seem like it got the promotion that it should have got. You don't really hear people talking about Finesse 2 times anymore, not unless it's some controversy. Oh, Finesse melted down their chain and said that Finesse melted down the chain and then got Finesse gang FNG chains made, right? Did he say that? He melted down the chain and got FNG chains made. They said hustle ain't no GD sporting all that black and red. So what would he be, a blood? If he's doing black and red, what is he, a blood or something? You all make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Like, share, and subscribe. Y'all run the likes all the way up. Run them all the way up. Oh, okay, he will be a vice lord. Okay. Oh, okay. He will be a vice lord. Mm, mm, mm. She might have my understanding he was the guy Big Homie CC backs him. She said vice lords do disguise themselves. He said, thank God for growth and deliverance. Fat Boy, did you used to be a vice lord? So, anyways, you guys, I wanted to talk about also is the FBI taking down rappers. Um, I mean, it's like right there before our eyes. And I don't think that the FBI is just I don't think that the FBI is just trying to pick on rappers. I think a lot of rappers have made themselves targets based on a lot of the stupidity. You used to hear rappers say that they wanted to get into the industry to make money. They wanted to get into entertainment to make money so that they could so that they could get out of the street, so that they can take care of their family and, their children and their family. But now what happens is a lot of these guys get into the industry, and once they start making money, they feel like now I can start getting bigger shipments. It's almost like it's something going on in their brain. Okay, I'm making money. I can get bigger shipments now. Instead of totally getting out of it, they start making a lot of money, saving their money instead of going by them big old fat tail chains and stuff and making other communities rich. They ain't got to have them big old fat tail chains. Clicking, clicker, clicker, clack, 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 clack. I wouldn't even want to know my neck that clack like that. Talking about I paid 250,000 for it, and it's just a clacking. Okay, that means it's something ain't right, like some tin cans or something. And so, but it seems like to me they get into the industry so that they can buy more guns for their gang members. They do like the totally opposite of what they say they getting into the industry for, and then they become a real big fool with money. Okay, I always say this: a fool is a fool, but a fool with money is real dangerous. Okay, and so they become a real big fool, and they just get deeper into the crime life instead of trying to get out of it, instead of just getting out of it. Because what's the reason for being in it? You said that you was standing on you claimed that you was standing on the corner all day selling dope or whatever. So now you don't have to do that. I guess now it's an ego thing. You get gratification out of buying bigger shipments and getting other little dudes. Yeah, I got a little dude selling for me, and you think the folks ain't gonna come and get you. So a lot of what go on with these damn rappers, I can't feel sorry for them because they stupid. Okay, you just plain stupid. After the golden era of rap is mostly trap, and that's so true. I be listening to I love listening to certain music. Okay, listen, it makes me feel so good. I think about now, when was the last time that they truly like put out a love song? Okay, we living off of the past as it relates to love songs, right? From like the 70s and the 80s and the early 90s, because anything after like 95 is garbage. They don't even talk about making love and love songs anymore. You know why? Because I mean they don't want to promote the love energy. It's break a nigga, break him, sell your coochie. The see the what's the name of that group that Puffy's girlfriend used to be in, Miami Young? What was the name of that group that she was in? The City Girls or something. And my cousins used to play that song, and I found myself bopping my head to it. The richer the nigga, the wetter the pee get. I like the beat of it. The richer the nigga, the wetter the, but that's the type of stuff that they like to promote in our community. They're not trying to promote love and family structure and all of that. Like, I think I've talked about this before. I'm so obsessed. I'm so obsessed with looking at like older documentaries from like the 50s and the 60s and the early 70s where they show the black family structure. It has not been promoted in so long. They really started tearing up, and I was old enough to see it with my own eyes around 1985, even though I was a little girl. When they was um when crack was incorporated into our communities, and the only thing that saved a lot of kids at that time was that they had a grandmother, an old-fashioned grandmother, who would then start raising the kids and taught them some type of structure when mama and daddy got strung out on crack. But now, I mean, like I said before, mama 12, grandmama 20, and great grandmama 30. That's what's going on. Mama 12, grandmama 20, and great grandmama 30. Okay, that's what's going on in this new area. Okay, yeah, hell, that's what's going on. And so it's a lot of generational curses. And when we start getting leaders and stuff put in place, they don't want to teach about that. All they want to do is finesse our community so that they can keep their hands, their palms greased, and their pockets fat. That's it. That's all. And so our community continues to suffer. But like I said, even in the country music, I done went to listen to the country music now. If I want to hear something about love of a man and a woman, okay, because I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't mean no harm. Hey, Miss Nunu. Let me tell y'all something. I love Coach Purses, right? But I'm getting away from Coach Purses. I'm gonna tell you why I'm getting away from Coach Purses. Because every time now I go on the Coach website, and I started looking at the purses. They have models and stuff on there because I like to see how big the purses are. I like big purses. It's always a man that's modeling the purse. It's not a woman carrying the purse. It's a man. It's a man modeling a female pocketbook. And I don't mean no harm. I ain't got nothing against nobody, but I just feel this way. I don't. I see what's going on, and so I ain't gonna be able to buy Coach purses no more. Hell, I guess I'll go to the damn Goodwill and get me a damn purse, a damn straw purse, and be through with it. Okay. And he says I'm still bumping TGT album Fire. I do too, cause I can't afford it. I can't afford it. They got some new releases out. And my sister was like, Coach got some new releases out. She said that when we was at church today. I said, for real? I couldn't wait. I was sitting in church. I hurry up and went to the new releases. The first thing, on every one of them, I saw boys carrying, modeling the purses. So, I said that to say this. This is what, and I don't want nobody to be offended because I don't look down on anybody that's from the LGQTB or whatever community. I don't. I love everybody the same. I love who love me. I respect who respect me. But I just kind of see what they're doing as it relates to our community, and everybody is too scared to say anything. There was no way in the world that, regardless to what you identify as, there was no way in the world that men should have been allowed to start going into women's restrooms because they identified as being a woman, but that yet they still had a Woody Woodpecker. Um, it's just too much that goes on, and for some reason it affects our community way more than it affects anybody else community. And I guess it's because of trauma and poverty. The other folks might have trauma, but they got some money. Ours, we traumatized and broke. Okay. My dad used to tell me, it tickled me so bad. He used to say, it ain't good to be broke and arrogant. Okay. He said, if you're gonna be one, you can't be the other one. I said, okay, I remember that, Dad. Broke and arrogant. So when I'm broke, I be real nice. Okay. Um, Edward says, not a Woody Woodpecker. They still got a Woody Woodpecker. Okay. Um, I'm not offended as a parent because I agree. You should see what the approving in the healthcare industry. I'm still pissed what my own employer UHC did to me. Oh wow. Well, I think that's not. I know that they was putting it in the healthcare plan that they can go and get their Woody Woodpecker chopped off. I mean, I think that but I think Trump is stopping that. Kids, if they felt like they wanted to be a girl, they can go and get their little Woody Woodpecker cut off. They had introduced that in the healthcare. That's why healthcare done went up so much because those surgeries cost a lot. But I think Trump is going to reverse that or has stopped it or something like that. So yes, they approve a lot in the healthcare field. Whew, I work at hospital down here. They let men go in the women's restroom. Ooh, child. I'm going to listen. I hope I never see it because I'm going to act a damn fool. I already know I'm going to act a fool. The real said all rappers are gang members. Yeah, most rappers, you know what? Even back in the day, rappers were gang members. But when they got into the business and started making money, they got up out of it. They didn't behave the way these damn fools behaving now. Now these guys get into, I'm gonna run me a bag up so I can really buy some weapons and go and kill everybody in my neighborhood. I mean, that's the mindset now of these damn fools. They get $50,000 is a lot of money. So you gonna make $50,000 and you go buy, they go lease because they can't buy it, they go lease a car that they know they're not gonna be able to afford. Okay. They go and they go get an Airbnb. They ain't trying to buy no house. They go get an Airbnb and they take the rest of it and go and buy a chain, a diamond chain to put on their neck, and their ass is back broke again. But they could have took their money and invested it into some type of real estate, bought their very first property, and it could have been creating wealth for years and years and years. But they don't think like that. Then with the rest of it, after they finish doing all that, they might have, like Straight Drop said, he has $7,000 left. They might have $7,000 left, and they'll go buy some guns. I'm gonna buy a little bro a gun. They go on the street and buy a little bro a gun. We're gonna buy a chopper. Get a little bro a chopper. He might hit her, and then they don't get a chance to go make no more money because the feds been and got them by that time. I mean, they just stupid as hell. So we can get mad at the federal government and the police all day, but these boys basically go jump in the back of the police car and say, "Take me to jail." They basically beg the feds, "Please indict me. I'm the biggest damn fool that ever was born. Indict me." Because all this stuff they do it out in the open. They beg the folks, "Indict me. Please indict me." I guess because they want to be in the jail with the men. Snoozy Cake says it's not even men funny, but Mr. Parker, Don Tripp got some fire love songs. I never heard of Don Tripp. I'm gonna have to listen to Don Tripp. Is that like a new person, a new artist? Snoop was the first real gangbanger rapper. Yeah, he was one of the first to be crip walking and all of that. I think you're right. Wearing all the blue and stuff. Snoop don't wear blue no more, do he? He don't even wear that blue stuff no more, do he? He made sure he represented for the Crips nationwide, didn't it? I said Don Tripp is one of y'all's best. Is he like from Memphis? Is Don Tripp from Memphis? No, he wasn't. DJ Quick was. Listen, industrialized. Snoop is industrialized. MC8 and DJ Quick were before Snoop. Yeah, I liked MC8. I don't think they gave MC8 the credit he should have got, but I liked MC8. Wow, I didn't know Don Tripp was from Memphis. Now you're gonna make me pull up. Let me see some. Don Tripp. Whose label is Don Tripp on? got his own little label. Yeah, I got a taste for an egg sandwich. He's independent. Okay, let me see. Let me listen to some of this.
Long live the dream that brought you here. Long live your driven spirit to get ahead. Long live the small dreams that. Top floor of the condo, staring at the city. My life is like art. I'm living out the
Sit your ass down in my damn house. Also, he a rapper. I thought y'all was saying he was an R&B singer. Yeah, he sound good. Don Trio is the next great thing. Next to Dolph, Real Talk. Now, I like Jay Howell. I think he from Memphis. Oh my God, it's so many. I'm so proud. It's so many Memphis. They need to stay independent and just work hard and do all of that good stuff. I love it. Y'all, I think I want an egg sandwich. I'm gonna tell y'all why. I saw them make an egg sandwich on a YouTube channel, and they did it a certain way. They took the lettuce and I love the iceberg lettuce. Is it the iceberg lettuce? No, it's the other lettuce that I like. And they chopped the egg up real good and laid it out on the lettuce. Put some more stuff in it and rolled it up. Pull up Tyree Thompson. Okay. I don't see. Is this the one that's got 3 subscribers? Yeah, romaine lettuce. That's my favorite. Oh Lord have mercy. She came up. Y'all gonna make me go listen to some Betty Wright. I'm gonna tell y'all now that's one of my favorite singers. When I'm cleaning up, Betty Wright, I'm telling you. I have to listen to her playlist too. She got some songs that I like that people kind of slept on. I know they're like some of the main ones. That people like. But she got some like this one, Thank You for the Many Things You've Done. I could listen to that one over and over and over and over and over. Tyree, Real Love, Pull It Up. Larry June is making the best rap out now. He raps about health, investing, and staying positive in the game. Yes, can't go wrong with Miss Betty. You said Tyree. Real Love. That's it. Is he from Memphis? Is he from Memphis? And he says, yeah, I love romaine lettuce. I can make a burger, like a turkey burger, and put everything I want on it and then wrap it in romaine lettuce without bread. Um, be, I'm about tired of y'all. Y'all don't get a whooping. I remember Jack Weiss. He sounded like August Alena or August Alsina. Larry June. Yeah, this is my favorite song Betty Wright got.
Addiction is isolating.
I'm gonna have to take it out.
Feel like no one understands.
Yeah, a lot of people sleep on Tammy Terrell. Yeah, this is one of the favorite ones that Betty Wright got. Yeah, I love that song so much. So Coco from SWV, yeah, her son is. That's all love is supposed to be. Oh yeah, I love that song so much. So you have to put on that Betty Wright when you cleaning up and stuff, and it gives you the energy to just keep cleaning up because you love listening to their music. You be vibing to the music. Memphis has so many, but I think Betty Wright is from like Miami. I think she's from Miami. She's passed away now though. Snoozy, they said Patti LaBelle outed him. Patti LaBelle outed who? Listen, y'all do know now that Luther Vandross, they said Patti LaBelle outed Luther Vandross. They said, Edward, now y'all gotta stop sleeping on. I ain't never cared for Sammy Davis Jr. singing, if that's who you're talking about. Listen, yes, they said, but I'm gonna tell y'all now, they got mad at Madonna because Madonna had a concert, and in her concert, she recognized all of her good friends that had passed away. Uh, A to the I to the D to the S. And so, listen, Luther Vandross people told her do not put his picture up. That Luther, they was mad about that. Madonna didn't think she do anything wrong, but folks were saying everybody always thought Luther passed away from complications of diabetes. So the his people says that she was completely out of line to put his picture up there as being one of the people that they recognize from passing away from the A to the I to the D to the S. So I think she outed him. I always wondered though, Luther Vandross had the money to hire chefs to cook his food however he wanted to cook it and all of that, but he couldn't escape that diabetes. He had the money to eat, you know, top tier food that was healthy. But Madonna put him up there. She recognized all her friends that had passed away from The A to the I to the D to the S, and his people was absolutely angry. You know, his people was angry. And they told her don't put his stuff up there, and then they released a statement saying that Luther did not pass away from that. He passed away from complications of diabetes. She was totally out of line, but I think she kind of outed him because when Luther died now, everybody speculated that it was something going on with that because shortly after his long-term, they say his long-term person that he had been with, you know, died too. So they said, did anybody watch the documentary? No, but they said it was a good documentary. I'm glad because Luther is one of the ones that slept on. I don't think they give Luther the they just don't give him the props that they should give him because everybody, especially in the 80s, every baby that came out the 80s was made from Luther. In the 90s and the 2000s too. Let's just Luther made more babies than anybody. Let's just be honest. A Marvin Gaye documentary, yeah. Yeah, I love Luther. I love his songs. I'm gonna tell you one of my favorites that he has is So Amazing. You know, it's so amazing to be loved. I'll follow you to the moon. And I'm gonna tell you why that's one of my favorite songs. His niece asked him to write a song for her wedding. And so he wrote that song and he was not going to put it on his album. And his mama loved the song so much he ended up putting that song So Amazing on his album. And that's one of my favorite ones that he has. I don't listen to Sade. I'm gonna tell y'all now, I don't like Sade. I don't like her music. I never have. I mean, she got one song that I can listen to, but I can't listen to the whole song. The Kiss of Life or something. But other than that, I ain't trying to hear nothing Sade talking about. I don't like her music at all. His voice, 1,000 kisses from you is never too much. Oh yeah, I love that. 1,000 kisses from you. Yes, indeed. The main reason it seems like Luther is slept on is because his universal recognized hit was Dance with My Father, and he died shortly after it released. She from the islands. Betty Wright got a lot of hits too, y'all. I like that song Pain. I love that song Pain. See, people like After the Pain, and I love After the Pain, but she got one called Pain. It's only the beginning of your pain. Oh, I love that one. I like After the Pain. Of course, everybody loves No Pain, No Gain. She got a lot of songs that I really like. Yeah, Dave Hollister had lived in Memphis. I knew a girl that was dating him. I hope Dave Hollister got his because you know he at first I think Dave Hollister sang gospel, and then he started singing blues, or he sang R&B, or he sang R&B and then started singing gospel. I know a girl that he dated when he was singing gospel, and child, I'm just gonna tell you right now. I hope he done went and got himself some help. That's all I'm gonna say. I hope he done detoxed because he was living in Memphis at the hotel. Positive Vibe says she was tripping in after the pain, talking about a piece of a man. Yeah, she was tripping there, but I love this song. But listen, I think people slept on it because you don't hear people talking about that song Pain. Here it is, y'all. Listen, Dave is a preacher's kid. I lived in Collierville when we sang together. I know about Dave. So let me ask you something. Is Dave from Memphis? Because he was definitely living in Memphis when he was over there. I hope he got himself some help. That's all I'm gonna say. Cause he's terrible. Hey. But they say a lot of preachers' kids go through. Yeah, a lot of preachers' kids kind of go through a lot. I like that song. No, he's from Chicago. Laugh a lot. My mom is from his area. Jodeci. I think JoJo. No, KC. He was living in Memphis. Hold on, Mr. Parker, you getting free? What Mr. Parker say? Jodeci. Jodeci has some really good music. I hate they turn into alcoholics. And when I love Kim, I love Kim too. I love Kim's music. I love a lot of his songs. Well, he's got about four that I really like. And I'm going to tell y'all who slept on that I could listen to his whole album. And that's Anthony Hamilton. Anthony Hamilton is bussing. Like, he really could be like right there up under Luther. He could be right up under Luther, but they don't get that man his props. Maxwell got one song I like, and that's Lifetime. Next Lifetime. That's it. Charlotte, they from here. I don't think they give Anthony Hamilton his props. Yeah, I love Anthony Hamilton. His songs be hidden. Maxwell got one song I like. That's it. Next Lifetime. That's it. Maxwell just always reminded me of a freak or something. It was just something about him I couldn't get with. He's an excellent performer. I've seen Anthony on tour with Maxwell. Wow. Listen, Anthony Hamilton and the Hamiltons live is everything. Oh wow. He used to tour a lot with Fantasia. Oh my God. I hope that they get together again. I would love to see Fantasia and Anthony Hamilton. I would definitely go to that. Oh, I would go to that. So I would love to. I tell you. Jaheim had a nice voice. I think Jaheim has fallen all the way off. I think they says that he finally, came on out of the closet. They said there are some big freaks. Y'all remember the scene from Five Heartbeats when the girl was booing when Eddie King Jr. set her straight. That character was inspired by TT. TT used to do that for the Temptations. I love the Temptations. Oh. Yeah, I like Charlie Wilson. He has a song I love so much called "There Goes My Baby." I listen. As a matter of fact, that's on my playlist. He did the video with Snoop Dogg and his wife. I don't know if Snoop Dogg helped him write that song or something, but I like that song. "There Goes My Baby." That's on my playlist. I like that better than Usher. "There Goes My Baby." Eddie Kane Jr. Yeah, Eddie Kane Jr. looks so bad. He just looks terrible. I don't know what's going on with Eddie Kane, but he looks a mess. I remember Rome. I remember him. Was he signed to like Bad Boys? They about tired. Eddie Kane Jr. looked terrible. head nappy. Usher got them women licking them cherries. Um, Tennessee Mint Secretary says Uncle Charlie did a church session at his concert, and the shouting was on. Yeah, yeah. How did Jesse Powell? How did he pass? Because they said he passed, and they didn't say a lot about his passing. Like, was he sick? Was he on drugs or something? Because I remember, Jesse had an album, his very first album. I remember when he put that out because I bought it and I knew every song on that album. His whole album was hidden. Every song on his first album was hidden. Oh, he OD'd. Oh, wow. You know, he had those two twin sisters, Tamara and Tamara. No, their name was Tamara and Trina. Trina and Tamara. They sang too. They was backup singers and they had put out an album. Tamara and Trina. I know they probably get that. People ask me all the time, what's your name? Is it Tamara or Tamara? It's both. It is. It's both. I remember one time me and my dad, when we used to have our radio show, we was on air. My dad said, why do you tell people your name is Tamara? My dad used to always say that. Why do you keep telling people that your name is Tamara? That's not your name. And I said, that is my name. He used to always say that. Why do you tell people your name Tamara? That's not your name. And I said, well, Dad, what's my name? He said, I named you Tamara. And so I remember I told my mama, I said, my dad keeps saying that he named me Tamara. She said, that's not what I named you. She said, I named you Tamara. So I just answered to both. And I kid you not, my aunties and stuff, they call me by my nickname, right? Too. But they mostly, when they call me by my real name, they call me Tamara. Yeah, when they call me by my real name, my auntie called me. When I was working at the sheriff's office, my auntie called me. I answered the phone. She's like, "May I speak to Tamara?" I said, "This is me." She said, "I bet you didn't know who it was because I called you by your real name." I said, okay. My auntie, I have two aunties that work for the PD. And my friends used to say, I saw your auntie. And she kept saying, you're Tamara's friend, right? And she said, I had to think about who is Tamara. And she said, I was like, are you talking about Tamara? It's like she said, yeah, your auntie said, yeah, her real name is Tamara though. I said, oh Lord. So my dad's side of the family called me Tamara. My mama's side of the family called me. Some of them call me Tamara, but my mother says that my name is Tamara. And I just kind of like Tamara better because Tamara sounds too much like Tamara. He said my mama capping. My dad always say that to me. I named you. And I didn't name you no Tamara. I was the one that came up with your name. And it's not Tamara. My mama said her name is Tamara. What are you talking about, man? My dad, that tickled me so bad. We was on the radio and somebody called in. Hey, he said, I just want to know, why do you tell people your name is Tamara? That's not your name. I named you Tamara. Snoozy Cake says, Miss Nunu, guess who I want to sing at mine? I always wanted the OJs to sing at my wedding, but it seemed like to me they're gonna be dead by the time I get married. They already in their 80s. Eddie's voice ain't what it used to be. He's been smoking cigarettes too much. I think Cisco went and got on drugs. Because I'm going to tell you something. Cisco had a really nice voice. Cisco had a really nice voice. But when he went to talking about when it started talking about that thong, the thong, 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 and then he started putting thongs on between his booty and stuff. I think that kind of did. And when it turned his hair white, all that old crazy stuff. But Cisco could sing. I love a lot of their songs. I think Cisco should have stayed with his group. That's what he should have did. He should have stayed with his group. I just want him to sing Incomplete. That's my favorite song in the world. It's New for You. It was 96, so they were good at hiding back then, but I didn't think he liked us. But I could be wrong. Who you talk about, Tennessee Miss Sector? Are you talking about Cisco? I want NBA Youngboy to sing at my wedding. Oh Lord, he ain't gonna be able to sing at nobody's wedding for a long time. I think NBA Youngboy in jail, and he seemed happy when he was going. I guess he said this would be the opportunity for him to detox. He seemed happy when he was going to jail. Bless his little heart. Um, Cisco went both ways. He was very handsome in his recent pics before he passed. Very handsome but little. Are you talking about Jesse Powell? No, Tam. Jesse when he performed at Russ my freshman year. Oh, I love Jesse Powell's songs. He was somebody's backup singer before he became solo. But if you listen to his first album, oh my God, I was so in love with that first album. I was. It, he said, "Ain't no such thing as both ways for men." I'm telling you, I don't believe in that bi stuff either. I think that if you mess with the opposite, you really are one way. That's how I feel. I feel like if you mess with the opposite, you're one way. Mr. Parker joking, he talking Otis Williams singing for him. Otis Williams made all that money and couldn't sing. Otis still hanging on. I know Otis probably about 80. He's still singing with the Temptations. Well, he own them. He been owning them. But I tell you, I do need someone to sing. She's our queen to be. Oh yeah, Trey Songz got this song that I love. I used to blast it so loud. The Neighbors Know My Name. Oh my God, that was one of my favorite. Oh, I used to just play it over and over, blasting it. I love that song. The Neighbors Know My Name. Um, that was a hit song right there. Trey had another song I like, but The Neighbors Know My Name. That was the song right there. I promise you. They said Trey is Diddy Jr. for real? She said Trey, that's her husband. Oh, I used to be so in love with Christopher Williams. He had so many songs that I like. Don't Wake Me, I'm Dreaming. He had another song that I loved. But Christopher Williams looks terrible now. When he was in New Jack City, that's the Christopher Williams that I was in love with. She said Miss Trey is a menace. Mr. Yes, Trey is a menace. He survived Diddy. He does look bad. He was so yes. I wonder why Chris Williams looks so terrible. Everybody thought Albie Shore was fine, but Albie Shore always looked like he was smelling something. Kept his nose turned up like he's smelling something all the time. I ain't care for him like that. I'm just saying he gonna be next on the chopping block. Him and Nelly. Nelly seems to be happy with Ashanti. When he comes to Memphis, I'm running to the FedEx Forum to see Trey because light skinned industry niggas age like white folks. They said there was no one. Oh yeah, I was in love with Special Ed. You ought to see him now. Oh, Lord have mercy. Child, I don't know what Special Ed done did with himself. I got to pull that picture up because I think he did something to his hair. He looked like a damn fool. Let me see. Um, that's him. Uh, uh, uh. Well, his hair don't look as bad as it was looking. He done cut it. Thank God. Because he was looking like a damn scientist or something. Um, that's my guy. I saw him a lot of Ralph. He lives in Charlotte area. Good people. Who is that? Special Ed? Well, I'm glad he cut his hair. Because he looked like a damn fool a few years ago when he was on the Drink Champs. He looked like Santa Claus or somebody. Um, Tennessee, Miss Nunu, you better run from Trey. Oh yeah, I love cut close songs. Um, I like. I got this song on my playlist too. I like. I like the way you kiss me. I like the way you. Oh, I love that song. Yeah, he is Snoozy. He don't even have the New York accent anymore. He sound all professional. Ciao. Hey, the man. Hey, the man. You're so handsome. He said, it's a gang of niggas in here. We don't want to hear about all y'all lust demon fetishes. Y'all, it's getting colder and colder and colder. I can feel it because the colder it gets, the tighter I get. said Trey was on Twitter. Oh my God, he is a nasty one. Did y'all see Tank? Did Tank come out the closet or something like that? Did y'all saw the video when Tank says, "What's the name of Tank's song?" When he's, I don't even want to talk about it. Cause see, he had all the women loving him when he said he'll eat every. Lord have mercy. And then he turned around and said that he go with transgender women. What was the name of that song, Tank? Because the women went crazy. And then he turned around and admitted that he go with transgender women, men. Because Tank and Jamie Foxx was sleeping together. Oh my God. Yeah, what's the name of Tank's song? What's the name of that song? He ain't been the same. Women ain't looked at him the same no more since then. What's the name of that song? Y'all, can y'all remember Tank's song? What was the name of that popular song he had? No, the latest one. Remember when he was licking his fingers and stuff on stage? It went viral. Is that the song Tank gonna put on a show? Yeah, he said I eat every drop. I, I won't leave a drop. What's the name? I can't. I, I can't find it, y'all. I cannot find it. Um, I can't think of it. Is it called Dirty? Hold on, let me see. Let's see. It might be dirty. I don't know if that one is it. They said he's an amazing writer. You can hear Tank in so much of Jamie Foxx's music. So Tank was the one that was writing all of Jamie Foxx's music. Yeah, I was gonna cook it. I think I just want to order me some Chinese rice, or should I go get it? Cause maybe I think I should go get it. Go buy me some Chinese rice, and look at a Netflix movie and eat an egg roll. That's all for my diet. Tank rice for everybody. Eric Dawson's and Tank wrote some of the music in Dreamgirls. Oh wow. I hope they get compensated the way that they should get compensated and not let them just pay them off for writing the music and they don't get residuals. I'm gonna tell y'all a person that I used to love, and that was Eric Benet. I used to love Eric Benet's music. I still love that song he did with Tamia. It's so timeless. See, I love listening to songs like that. It makes me feel so freaking. I bet the neighbors know my name, my name, my name. Yeah, I love this song. I haven't listened to that song in a long time. Get back. I think Eric Benet just came from out of the he had a I think he had a mental breakdown or something.
Which is why Domino's is giving you an emergency.
They said Ken The Dream, and Neo. I like some of Neo's songs. Oh, here it is right here, y'all. It's been 14 years. I think all of us grown folks got a freak aside. Everybody don't know being real. It depends on the energy of the person that you with. You may feel a little bit more comfortable in doing some things. It just your energy. Because sometimes you could be with somebody and the energy is so high, like you feel more comfortable with some stuff. Yeah, that used to be my banger. I bet the neighbors know my name. I bet the neighbors know my name. They be stressing while we sexing. Bet the neighbors know my name. Let's see, Tennessee Miss Sector. I look forward to. I agree, Tammy. Yeah, sometimes you could be with somebody. You was with a person and the energy was different. You felt safer. You felt safer in some things because they knew what to do without going too far and making you feel uncomfortable. And then, I mean, the energy, the vibration, the vibration and stuff was so powerful. Like the energy level, I mean, you just felt comfortable with entertaining some stuff with them. You all get them y'all get them likes up. Like, share, and subscribe. Okay, like, share, and subscribe. I agree the person. It depends on it depends on how comfortable you are with them. Like, some people just have a real, strong, their energy just together is just very magnetic, you know. So I ain't talking about like a lot of I've never had real dirty things to go through my mind ever. Because some of this stuff people be doing. And I'm not trying to be judgmental, but I just don't know how they do it. I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't know how they do it. Because I've heard women say that they've had fantasies of a man making them out of an ice cream sandwich. That's disgusting to me. Like, as a woman, how could you ever want to be between two men? That is, I'm not trying to make nobody feel bad. I mean, I'm not, because anyway, so I'm gonna move on because it be so many different people from all different walks of life that be on my live. I don't want, I gotta watch what I say because I don't want them to say, "Oh, she's so judgmental. She was talking about me." Girl, I ain't know you was an ice cream sandwich. Hell, I'm just saying. I'm just speaking out loud. Um, Tennessee Miss Sex says most of the stuff now is so pervert, right? Because I'm serious. I didn't get the. Oh, I don't like her. She judgmental. Girl, I ain't know you was no damn ice cream sandwich. I don't know. I wouldn't. I wouldn't even direct. So, what you doing? Shoot, wearing a damn diaper. Yeah, a lot of these people have sick fetishes. Like, have you all ever seen Hookers. I believe it's called Hookers in Brooklyn. It came on like in the early 90s. They followed these prosties around, and the women said that they used to have this dentist that used to come and want to be tricked off, or whatever you call it, tricked off on, or something like that, whatever y'all call it. And the way that he liked to be tricked on was, stop. He liked for them to pull his teeth. And he said that he would give them $75 for every tooth that they pull. And they said he was a dentist. They could not pull his teeth out. His teeth they said they would be pulling, and the harder they pull, trying to yank his teeth out of his mouth. Yeah. It turned him on. That's what made him have an explosion. But they said that they could never get those teeth out of his mouth. Now, who a dentist going and buying prosties and paying them to pull his teeth out of his mouth? What kind of sicko is that? He said allegedly. Lord have mercy. Was he the one that got the girl under? And it probably. But I just thought that that right there is just real twisted. Yeah, I see. I don't want to offend. Okay, because see, I don't know what people in, but you have to watch them when they get to hollering about play with my titties. Ain't no man got no business saying that. Play with my titties. Oof. See, it's just too much stuff that turns me off. What you mean, play with your titties? I mean, you ain't even supposed to be saying that. I'm the one with the child, please. If you look at your chest as being your titties, then you using those choice of words tells me something ain't right. I'm telling you, play with my titties. Oh hell no, nigga, you got to go. I saw a clip. This doctor in South America, they had a pregnant lady under anesthesia. Bro got caught putting his whack in her mouth. Yeah, a lot of doctors do be sick. A lot of doctors do be sick. She said, honey, slut me out, but no butthole action. Well, snooze cake. Unfortunately, now that's something you could do with your man. You say stuff like that. That's cool. But then, some of these folks so twisted now. You get to saying, what you just said. But no, well then it ain't no fun. We can't have no fun if I can't do that. They don't even want to touch you if they can't mess with your booty. I wanna. Oh, see, okay, I have to watch what cause see, y'all know I'm trying to get better. I ain't cussed nobody. I've been doing good. I ain't cussed nobody out. I've been doing really good. I ain't cussed nobody out, and I don't know when. If y'all notice, I have said for my New Year's resolution, I wasn't cussing out nobody. I wouldn't let nobody get up under my skin. I was not gonna cuss them out, and I have not cussed anybody out. Snoozy Cake says, yeah, you say titties and you refer to you all the time. Yeah, you got to go. You got to get out of here. You get your sis ass out of here. Talking about, no dudes. You got to go. Yeah, you have to watch them. She says, no, nothing goes in that one. Only coming out back there is poop. I'm telling you, nothing touches that. And if you get too close, I'm gonna ask you, what you think what's going on there? Mm-mm. You have to watch them when they get to talking about. I'm trying to find it, and they keep making a mistake going too far back. Nigga, you old as dirt. You out in you. Why you ain't got no business making no mistakes? I'm just saying. I mean, that ain't never happened to me. I'm just saying. I've heard women say that. Mr. Parker, why you say that? You just heard Snoozy Cake. Snoozy Cake just said. Did you read Snoozy Cake comment? What she said? What she said, but she just said, but don't do that one thing. She said, I just came back and now they fell out laughing. Neo says, I always say if you want a traditional man, then you might want to be a traditional woman and vice versa. Once we have kids, we are no longer traditional. Okay, well, I mean, I think it's just best if you set the rules. The thing about it is people be slick perverts and they be trying to wait until they think that you got a lot of affection and love for them. And then they'll say, you know what, yeah, I know you said you don't like such and such, but you love me. I can't stand for nobody. I ain't never like for nobody to tell me that, say that to me. If you love me, that makes me mad. Ooh, that's one of them things that set me off. Oh my God. No, it ain't no time me up. Uh-uh. No, you can't tie me up. Why would anybody want to do that? That goes to show that it's some type of twisted. He probably is a serial K. You have to watch him when they start talking. Let me tie you up. He a serial killer. That's what he is. You don't know what he do at night when he ain't around you. You need to start checking your local area and seeing if girls going missing. He said, "Can't tie a chick up." I had an ex who loved for me to pass. Oh my God! Oh, that's my first tyranny. That's my first time hearing that. Oh my God! She said I had an ex who loved for me to pass gas on his balls and he got off. Woo! I ain't. Oh Lord, he was a sickie. He was a sickie for real. Okay, what if he was? It ain't. I don't want him tied to the bed. I like for the man to be the aggressor. I'm gonna just tell you that now. He tied to the bed. He can't. He can't be aggressive. I guess I'm selfish. I like to be okay. Um, Tierney says, we don't need to know everything. Listen, listen. Parker says, I mean, that's the first time. Tierney, how long did you stay with him? How long was y'all together? Your stomach. What if your stomach wasn't hurting? Ain't because I mean, you can't just pass gas when you want to. Your stomach got to be bubbling and stuff. Now, Tam, what if that man say, "Tie me up" to turn me on? I mean, if I'm mad at him, I might tie him up so I can whoop his ass. Edward says, I like to control shit, and I be wanting to talk nasty. What tyranny at? I'm still on tyranny. What happened when you couldn't pass gas? Oh my god. Oh my god. Tyranny says, one day I think it was some beans and it went down. Oh Lord, have mercy. Since he was that sick, you should have been. You should have said. He should. He should have had that girl. Tyranny, please don't tell me you had to ish, sis. Ooh. Oh my god. This man wanted to smell poot. In Memphis, y'all eat collard greens, baked beans, and deviled eggs every day. Ain't no, that's not true. We eat mustard and turnip greens because collard greens are tougher. And we don't eat deviled eggs every day. We don't eat greens every day. And we don't even really eat baked beans at all. No, the hell we don't eat that every day. No, we don't eat that every day. Mm-mm. We throws down. See, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Like everybody, like every. That's why I like visiting other cities and stuff. Everybody has their different ways of cooking, right? So, like New Orleans is the South. Like around Louisiana is the South, but they cook soul food, but it's more on occasion style, right? You start talking about Tennessee and Mississippi and Arkansas, because Mississippi would be considered like the Delta. But I think from Mississippi coming up towards Tennessee and going towards like the southern parts of Arkansas, um, you getting like that old Delta cooking, because we use seasoning like, because I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. My food will never be under seasoned. I don't use salt, and I love to I love seasonings. My food be so good. It's gonna have every seasoning in the damn book in it, but it's sure gonna be good, and it ain't gonna be salty. And I like spices too. I just picked greens at my aunt's in Orange Mound last week, and they were the best. Your auntie still got some greens out there, cause I'm gonna go pick me some. What kind of greens is she growing? It's a market. It's a not a market, but it's like a I guess like a what is it called? They got a garden. They grow organic foods and stuff over there in Orange Mound. This couple does. I would love to pick me some greens, because those greens that you get out of the garden taste a lot different. They taste better. They have, yeah, they're better than what they sell in the store. Oh, I would love to. How much do she charge for them? I'll come and pick them and take them over there for my mom to cook them. I can't cook greens the way my mama can. Her greens just taste so good, and I've tried. It just don't taste the same. This crazy Tierney gonna say some flagrant shit like that, then hide in the bushes though. Y'all don't charge. I would love to pick some greens from the garden. When my grandma and them used to go out there in the field and stuff and pick greens, they would take us. It seemed like it would take forever for that bag to fill up. When we used to go and pick, we used to pick butter beans. Yeah, we used to pick butter beans. My grandma and them would pay like $5 to fill up a real big potato bag. And we would be out there picking butter beans for hours and hours and hours. And it was just like picking cotton. It seemed like the bag never filled up. But my grandma had gotten to a point where she would grow greens and she would grow tomatoes and she would grow hot peppers and she would grow bell peppers and cucumbers. That's why I know they taste different than what's in the store, and they look different. I think about it, I'm like, they putting color and stuff on food. They dyeing food and everything. Cucumbers that's grown in the garden don't look like the cucumbers in the store. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Tamara, I stayed ready for him, but girl, you would never believe who he is. Who is he? Oh Lord, who is he? That's heavy in the South for real, for real. I remember those days. Yeah. The food that you grow in the garden in the backyard and stuff was so much better. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. It is. That's why I said I want to start growing greens, and I want a lemon tree. I want a lemon and a lime tree. I was looking on YouTube at how you grow a lemon tree. I want a lemon tree so bad. And it don't take a long time for them to start growing either. I want a lemon tree. I want a lime tree. I want to grow fresh lemons. Mm-hmm. My great aunt in Indiana had a plum tree in her yard. And when she died, my cousins and them cut them down. Ain't worth a damn. Talking about because whenever we would go up there, that's the first thing we do, start climbing her tree. And the plums was so sweet and good. And they said it was drawing too many bugs and stuff. The plums tree was. Their asses grew up with that tree their whole life and talking about a bug. I want to grow lemons and limes and greens and peppers. And I wouldn't mind growing beans and definitely jalapenos. I have to have a hot pepper. And what else? Bell peppers. I guess I wouldn't mind. Here's the thing about when you grow tomatoes, because when my grandma was growing tomatoes, the squirrels would come and eat them up. They would bite holes in them and stuff, but I think about it now. I guess they was just trying to feed their little babies and stuff. Tennessee Miss Sector, my family got about 200 acres in Greenwoods, Mississippi. They grow and got a lake too. And I wanna fish. I want to live around a lake that I can fish, that's actually got fish in it. Because I love fishing. I grew up fishing, and it was so therapeutic and so fun. And we actually use the cane poles, and we use the baits. We use worms as bait. I didn't like the cricket. It seemed like I didn't get a lot of bites when we used the cricket, because as soon as you put the cricket in the water, it died. And it was skinny, but you could put two worms on a hook, and it would be wiggling. And so the fish would come and bite it every time. If you put two on there, you might catch a big old catfish. Break the pole. I remember those days. I love those days. I cherish those days when we sat there on the fishing bank and ate liver cheese and hot sauce with vanilla wafers with rag bologna and just wait. My grandma and my aunts would say, y'all be quiet and just eat. Just be real quiet because y'all gonna run the fish away. And so we would just eat that and have our fish in the lake. And then when the I think it was called the stopper would sink, we would pull. Here come the big fish. And so we called, I believe it was called, are they called brims? We called brims. I think they called crockets. I think they called crockets fish and catfish and whiting fish. I think they were called crocket, brims, whitings, and catfish. But we mostly called brims. And we would go fishing real early, like at like 6 o'clock in the morning. We would fish from 6 in the morning until like 12 noon. And then after like 12, my grandma said they're not gonna bite anymore. So we just need to leave because normally the fish bite early in the morning because they be hungry. Brims is a book, but that's the name of the fish. Let me pull that up. I know my grandma. They were old country women, so they pronounce stuff wrong. But let me see. I think it was a brim fish. Let me see. Brim fish. Brim fish. Bream. The name of it is. Hold on. That's it. That's the fish that we used to catch. But I don't think it's maybe they call it bream. Let me see how you pronounce it because they called it brim. The way that it's spelled is saying it. I guess it can be pronounced bream. Let's see.
Bream.
Oh wow. Let me see. It might be brim.
Get a free emergency.
I like to pronounce words right. I don't know because I be saying crockett and somebody told me that's wrong. Let me see.
Bream.
Oh, it's pronounced bream fish. All my life I've been saying brim fish. And that's what they would say brims, but it's called bream. So we caught a lot of bream fish and we caught a lot of crockett fish and we caught a lot of whiting fish and we caught a lot of catfish. It was hard to catch a catfish. So we love I love it's so therapeutic to fish. I didn't like getting in the boat though. I remember one time I used to love to go fishing when I was pregnant because I love to go catch fish and clean them and fry. I couldn't eat fish from anywhere else. I like to go fishing and get my own fish, right? It just tastes better. I remember we were sitting out there on the fishing bank and I was about 7 months pregnant because I was pregnant with my first baby. So I was about 7 months and my grandma was ready to go. I was like, we haven't caught enough fish yet. And I want to catch as many as I can catch. And so my grandma said to me, "Girl, we gotta leave here." I said, "I want to catch some more fish." Spoil. Didn't want to get up. My grandma sat there for a minute, and she said she had that fishing cane in the water. She said, "You got to be careful." She didn't know how to say snakes. She said slakes with the SLAK. She said, "The slakes gonna start trying to, when it get later, the slakes come out." And she said, "The slakes will try to crawl up next to you. They could smell that milk in your breast. You got that baby inside of you. They could smell that milk in your breast." I said, "What that mean?" She said, "Them slakes. They'll be trying to crawl up next to you and get up under that shirt and suck that milk, or they'll try to get in your mouth and go down your throat and suck that milk out of your breast." I jumped up running. Fish was flying back in the water. Out of my little thing, I was running so fast. I said, "Okay, I'm ready to go." She got me off of that bank too. That was the way to get me off, because I said, "Oh Lord, have mercy." She said, "Them slakes gonna be trying to suck the milk out of your breast. They could smell that milk." Water makers. They said Charleston White brought little King mom a car. Oh wow, he always buying cars. Did he just buy her a car today? Um, Me too. And even though I know the correct pronunciation, I say what I want because I'm in my home space, and I know I'm an English major first. That's old before she stabbed the grandpa. Oh, I was getting ready to say, doesn't she have some type of some kind of issues or something? But gotta switch out the cattle to a different field to restock it. They said Charleston White under fire for sexual harassment. Angela Reese allegedly he was hating her at a podcast, getting backlash. Oh wow. They messed the truck up. Yeah. Mm. I hate to say it. It seems like with King's family, King's King might be the only one without a mental illness, but if he keep on being around these dudes, they gonna mess him up. He gonna have a mental illness. He gonna end up having a mental illness too. Hmm. It's a brand new Nissan Pathfinder. Hmm. Yeah, he is. He's very smart. Charleston talked about the truck in the interview that he is playing. Said he wanted to see her on OnlyFans dressed in some type of outfit. And it's due to her being intoxicated, but she ain't in that truck if he bought it because we ain't seen it. Yeah, we haven't seen that. We haven't seen it. Did you watch the clip of your live? I said I haven't watched it. I was in church today. We had a program at church. It was family and friends and a brunch, and it was just so awesome. I really enjoyed myself. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Like, share, and subscribe. How much sense does it make to get her a truck, but she don't have her kid? Right. That don't make a lot of sense. I agree. It don't. You all make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Good old country folks. I'm from Bama and Tennessee. Oh, okay. What part of Alabama are you from? Ooh. Okay, Bessemer. Is that right outside of Birmingham? Is Bessemer outside of Birmingham? Bessemer. Alabama is one of the best kept secrets. I promise you. I'm gonna tell you, like I had made up my mind. I was like, I want to move to Alabama. I was like, I want to move to Alabama for real. Um I want to move to Orange, Alabama. Orange Beach around Gulf Shores. I really did. I was like, I could go live in that city. I could so live there in Gulf Shores, Alabama. Yeah, because Gulf Shores and Orange Beach, Alabama is 20 minutes from Pensacola. Because when we went down there, some of my family stayed in Pensacola. They got hotels in Pensacola. And the rest of us stayed in Gulf Shores and Orange Beach. And I loved it. Like we ended up staying an extra day. We stayed an extra day because we enjoyed it so much. Like the food was so awesome. It was so much to do. The beach was so beautiful. Like I just loved it. So Orange Beach is out. That's because it's like right there in Florida, really, because Pensacola is 15 minutes away. I guess Orange Beach and Gulf Shores is like what South Haven is to Memphis, right? And like what West Memphis, Arkansas is to Memphis, and South Haven, Mississippi is to Memphis. The only thing, because when we was going down through there, like around Mobile, now I didn't like that. I didn't. Mobile's got all those like narrow streets, like two streets. It's two streets, and or two sides, one side each, and they're narrow. All those curves and stuff. I don't like that narrow streets with curve. And then the houses in Mobile, the ones that we saw, like they were back up in the bushes. you know, the mailboxes are way down and they're way back up in the woods. Now I didn't like that. So I didn't like what I saw when we went through Mobile. And Mobile is right there before you get to Gulf Shores. I've been looking for property in Folly. I'm in Orange. Girl, I love Orange Beach. It's a lot of money um circulating through Orange Beach and through Gulf Shores. I was like, I can go down there and make $1 million in a year. I promise you, because it ain't nothing but money. It's a lot of wealthy people that's retiring. Because when we went down there, they was building houses. They was building their houses. They was retiring. They got every like up and down the street. All we saw was like um water parks and stuff for the kids. So they had a lot for the kids to do. You know, like I guess like a lot of little different Liberty lands, like what we used to have around the Memphis area. So they spend money in those cities, right? So you know, it's good to be where the money at because they'll spend it on what they want. Mobile is where honeycomb. I know. I didn't like when I went through Mobile. I didn't like the way the houses were off in the bushes. It says March 7, 2025. Feds releasing enterprise letter on Diddy, releasing dates, places, and names of accomplices. Y'all, I thought that, you know what, y'all know what I thought? I was like, they're not going to keep Diddy. They're going to let Diddy out. But it looks like to me they trying to get Diddy and they trying to keep him. I thought that they was just gonna try to drain him of his, you know, of as much money as they could. They was trying to spank him, you know, because he made somebody mad. But it looked like to me they trying to make this real. They say he asked him to send him to the crazy house because he was depressed for Christmas. That's what the vlog said. And they wouldn't take him to the crazy house. I don't feel like cooking. Well, I guess I ain't got to order. I got some stuff in there. Oh, I got some fish sticks in there that I can just put in the oven and put hot sauce on. I put hot sauce on my fish sticks. I put hot sauce on them. I take hot sauce and ketchup and mix it. And I have to have the Louisiana hot sauce. I can't eat that other stuff. I mix it up and dip my fish sticks in them. Fish sticks. Fish sticks. I don't feel like cooking. It's too late in the evening. That's something light. I bought a cabbage for tomorrow because I'm going to but that's what they're called. Am I saying that wrong too? Fish sticks. I thought that that's what they were called. Fish sticks. I don't know. I guess I'm saying that wrong too. Y'all, how do y'all pronounce it? Is it fish sticks? Am I saying it wrong? Tennessee Miss Sector says, yes, the condos are amazing. I have a friend that oversees a lot of properties there. I need to hook up with her. Cause I need to go down there and move. They got this restaurant in Gulf Shores. I've never eaten seafood so good. It's called Mike's Seafood. I mean, everything in there was just perfect. You know, most seafood just tastes the same, but oh my God, they that's what I said, sticks. Am I not saying it right? I said fish sticks. Sticks. That's what I said. I said fish sticks. It says that what we call it. That's what we call in here. It's I'm telling you, I love that Mike's seafood. I mean, they had pasta. Even the noodles was just so good. Oh, you're a third grader. Okay. Tennessee Miss Sector says, I made chill today because my husband be hungry. He made chili today because my husband be hungry after work. I can eat fruit and be just fine. Yeah, like if I have cantaloupe and I have not seen any, I was looking at the cantaloupe at this grocery store called Cash Saver that I go to, but I refuse to pay $2.99 for cantaloupes that's bruised up, that's small. I said I'm not gonna do it, but I could eat cantaloupe in the morning, um, with fresh pineapple because I like to buy my pineapples and cut them up. I don't like them in the can, and put some grapes in them and some grapefruit. You eat all of that like you put a portion of it in a bowl. It fills you up. I mean, I could eat that for breakfast because I'm not a breakfast eater. Every now and again, like when I do my keto stuff, I look for ways to for things to make in the morning, and it's normally like my egg muffins, right? I do like that, and it's called Gouda. I call them Gouda egg muffins. So I take because I love onions and bell peppers so good, so well. I'll chop up my onions and stuff and put it in the muffin pan, and then um I'll do some turkey bacon because I like to bake my bacon and then chop it up and put it in the pan. And what else do I put in there? Of course, before I put the onions and stuff in there, I'll sprinkle like my pepper jack cheese. And then once I put the egg in there, I put the Gouda cheese. I shred it, put the Gouda cheese in there, and then I'll put the Gouda cheese on top. And that is keto friendly. You got the turkey bacon in there, the onions. I cut up jalapeno peppers and put about 3 in each little muffin pan, and it'd be so good. It'd be so good. And if you make enough of them, you take them out the pan and stuff. You could just eat them, heat them up, and eat them when you get home if you don't feel like cooking. And they are very filling and very good. Most people do omelets. I like the muffins because you're able to just take them out of the pan when they cool down and just be on the go and just eat them like they are a muffin. I found, more ways because I don't care for breakfast food like that, but I understand on my weight loss journey, I gotta eat something in the morning. And when I make those muffins, I normally eat them in the morning, and I have about a few left. I eat for dinner if I don't feel like cooking. But cabbage, southern fried cabbage, which is what I'm gonna do tomorrow, that's keto friendly. You cut up your cabbage and your onions and your bell peppers. And I have the turkey Kabbalah sausages, the Cajun ones, that has a kick to them. So they're very good. And your turkey bacon. And that's a meal by itself. And you can eat off of that for 2 days. So that's always really good. You can't eat off of cabbage no longer than 2 days because it gets stinking and it will hurt your stomach. So after that second day, just throw it away. Better yet, just make enough for one meal, and then save the other one. You just fix it the next day. So I need real food. You have to stop yourself from making the cornbread for the cabbage. That's the main thing, making that homemade cornbread. If you want to eat it, if you want to eat healthy. But most people, I had to train myself. I used to could not eat cabbage without cornbread. Like, oh my God, I gotta have some cornbread. He said eating and driving. I do buy fruit from Publix. We don't have a Publix around our area. I heard Memphis getting a Publix. Good. Because Memphis, we don't have a Publix. Memphis nor Mississippi. I bet it's going to be in Carterville or Midtown. Probably. More than likely, Collierville. But with the way things are going, people walking up in stores and walking out with stuff. They walking up in the grocery stores, taking all of the meat in the people's faces. Ain't no, probably don't nobody want to bring the grocery stores. I mean, Carterville has their own police, so you might put it in Germantown or Bartlett, something like that. Where they have their own police department and they don't play. So I guess you have to put it somewhere where the police, can actually police the criminals. Because if you can't, you put it in a city where they don't want you to police the criminals, you ain't gonna be able to keep nothing. We've been straight vibing today. Love making food. Love making food. Hot topics. What a good time. Like old folks. I'm telling. We talked about everything today. We done talked about everything. Trey songs and everything. When I tell you everything, we done talked about everything. I love to vibe like that. That's part of my personality. Real laid back. I don't like a lot of heaviness. I just like to chill and vibe and lay back. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Ooh. What is you doing? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, it did. That's exactly what it turned into. Y'all made my day because I'm usually working with people in India and what kind of work do you do? You said you usually working with people in India. What kind of work do you do? Mr. Parker says all the conversation today and all you could remember was Trace. I remember everything. I said we talked about Trey songs. We talked about. I was getting ready to say we talked about some real grown folk stuff up in here today. We did. We talked. We was on some grown folk stuff today. We was on some grown folk stuff today up in here. Edward Pye says, and Snoozy Cakes, I enjoyed y'all, no cap. I enjoyed everybody today. I did. I enjoyed everybody. I like it when you can have like a real grown folks conversation. People aren't getting mad. because your views are different from theirs. You know, everybody has, different views and all of that good stuff. So, hey. I was thinking about another one of my songs that I could let you all listen to that that I be loving so much. These are songs that really, I'm telling you, like songs that really soothe me. Hmm. Um. Oh, I be on there, Roberta Flack, for real. I be on that. Her songs and stuff are so timeless. That she did with Donny Hathaway. I'm telling you. Hmm. Those songs I remember. A lot of them when I was a little girl. That was around my time, like the early '80s and stuff. So those songs are very soothing. It makes you happy. It makes you just want to lay back and chill. And you don't have nothing in the world. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I didn't know that Roberta Flack. I remember one of the first movies that I remember looking at. I remember I was at my dad's house for the summer when I was a little girl, and I remember me and my half sisters was laughing so hard. We was up late laughing hard, drinking juice and stuff. And it was called the name of that movie, and I made sure that I ordered it too. The name of that movie was Bustin' Loose. Oh my God, with Richard Pryor. That movie was so freaking funny. And Roberta Flack had a song on there, Just When I Needed You. Called Just When I Needed You. Yeah, I listened to that song so much. It is yes, it is a great movie. One of my favorite movies. Like I remember like my earliest memories of looking at a movie was that movie, laughing so hard as a little girl. It was so funny. And it's funny because I always loved that song and I could not remember. I didn't know who sang it or whatever. And they was talking about Luther Vandross was actually Roberta Flack's backup singer, and she fired him. She ended up firing him so that he could start his own um, solo career. She fired him to force him to start his own solo career. But I listen to this song all the time, y'all. It is so soothing. I'm gonna just let y'all hear a little bit of it. And Luther Vandross' voice, you can hear his voice. This song was made in like 1980. You can hear his voice in the background. Like he made this song sound so good. In the beginning. I'm gonna let y'all listen to it. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I gotta step away. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm back. I had to use the restroom right quick. Y'all, this is one of my favorite songs. That's a real soothing song. Okay. It is. It's one of those songs that when you want to chill, that's one of those songs. And then she got another song that I listen to, and I promise you, every word that the song say, I be in the mood. I be in the mood to do everything that song says. That's during the montage when they was getting close to Washington with them badass kids. Yeah. Yep. I love that's one of my favorite movies. I bought that movie and I look at it all of the time. That's one of the ones I look at all the time. The Harriet Tubman, Moses to Her People that was made back in 1975. It was it's like a 6-hour movie. Cicely Tyson. I like that one. And I like the updated one. That Cynthia, is her name Erivo or something? I like that one. Who I was singing on that one that she made. Let's see, she's the only one singing on that one. That song was definitely a hit. And I'm gonna tell you, she says that they were sitting in California up in the hills. They asked her how did she come up with that song because it was a hit. This one, that's one with everything she says in that song. I be in the mood for everything. Um, she says that she was her songwriters kind of came up with that song just with a phrase that she said. She got some chill songs and she got a lot of good songs with Donny Hathaway. Which kid was my favorite? Let's see, which one of the kids was my favorite? Maybe I was going to say maybe the little fat girl. The little fat girl was funny. And then the other little boy was like, you told me you would take me fishing. You said, and then they got his wallet out of they pickpocketed him. The kids was so bad. I think maybe the little fat girl, she was like, the little doll needed to use the restroom. He said, that damn doll don't have to use the restroom. She said, she gotta use the restroom. She started beating him over across the head until he stopped the bus so that the dog can use the restroom. Oh my goodness. I love that movie so much. The little Hispanic fishing nigga and the blind white boy started driving the bus. They got stuck in the mud in the KKK. They ran up on a KKK meeting. He said, I got a bunch of little blind children on my bus. He told the KKK people, I got a bunch of little blind children on my bus. They was in the woods. They ran into a KKK meeting. love that movie. That movie's so funny. He ended up kissing the Grand Wizard. Then he had the KKK. He had the Ku Klux Klan people to push him to push the button to push the bus out of the mud. He said, "Y'all just if y'all would just help me push this bus out of the mud." Oh my God, Lord have mercy. It was so funny to me. I remember as a little girl, I was laughing so hard I almost peed on myself when they was trying to run away with the money and then the door came off of the pickup truck. The door came off of the pickup truck. And they yep. That movie's so funny. Oh my God, it's so timeless. I never get tired of that movie. And I love the fact that they ended up living on a farm. I was like, oh my God, I want to live on a farm so bad. Oh, here's the song right here, Tennessee Miss Sector. This is the one. I'm going to just play a little bit of it. Hold on one second. Here it is. That's one of my favorite songs she got. Sam, you need to stream a movie one night for the gang. Will they allow me to stream a movie without am I able to pay for them and stream them without getting struck? Will they let me pay for a movie and then stream it? Because that would be the movie. Like, we would laugh so freaking hard. Oh my God, I would love it. That's one of my favorite movies since I was a little girl, like 4 years old. That would be a good movie. I like those older movies. I had premium, and I still think I got premium on one of those accounts. I got premium on maybe I had it before. I don't have it now. So if I got premium, would they allow me to stream a movie from my channel? TT Bustin' Loose is currently on Roku, Tubi, YouTube, and Amazon Prime. I bought it on YouTube. I'm gonna just tell you that now. I bought it on YouTube. Y'all, that is, if you want to laugh and have fun, it takes you back to the 80s and stuff. That is one of my favorite movies. Oh my God. See, I be loving movies like that. Yep. Bustin' Loose. What else? What other movie that I used to love so much? I used to love the movies that had Corey Felder and Corey Haim, like License to Drive, Stand By Me, movies like that. I used to love those types of movies. I love Bustin' Loose. It is so funny. It's just organically funny. And it's a family movie. I'm gonna tell y'all another movie that I'm gonna tell y'all two more movies. Like, this movie is on. I always tell my friends that are females and my cousins, I was like, I think y'all need to go look at this movie. It gives women so much hope. It's called Sophie and the Moon Hanger. Now, that is a free movie on YouTube, and it dates back to like the 60s. Sophie and the Moon Hanger. Oh my God, it is such, oh my God, I love that movie so much. And there's another movie that I love called with Funny Valentine that has Alfred Woodard in it. It's one of my favorite movies. They filmed that movie in North Carolina. I forget what city, because I was like, I would love to live in a town like that. It was a nice house with a lot of land in North Carolina. Let's see. What did they film Funny Valentine's at? It was filmed in let's see. Oh, Wilmington, North Carolina. Wilmington, North Carolina. That's where it was filmed at, Wilmington. It just seemed like a small town that had a lot of land, and like it just like a lot of older people, and I like towns like that. I am a sucker for a small town. Yeah, Funny Valentine is a hit. I love that movie. Like I said, it was filmed mostly in I know that they had said North Carolina, and it was in Wilmington. Is Wilmington, North Carolina, is that like a suburb of North Carolina? It's 4 hours away from Charlotte. Is that like a suburb? Okay, so Wilmington is 4 hours away from Charlotte. Have you all heard about a movie called Paris Trouts? I haven't. So you all, is Wilmington like a suburban city or something like that? Mostly what, rich people live there, or no? It's just like anywhere else in North Carolina. It's more country. I know, and that's how it looked like on the movie. Like it was more isolated. It was like more land. Yeah, it's near the beach by the coast. Okay. Oh wow. I was like, I would love to live there. So relax and no GDs or BDs. It's the coast in North Carolina. So they get a lot of storms. More retired people. Oh wow. Michael Jordan lives there. No, it's like upscale Myrtle Beach. Okay. But you know what? I hear that Myrtle Beach have a lot of crime. I heard that Myrtle Beach has a lot of crime that goes on there. Is Myrtle Beach in North Carolina or South Carolina? Jordan lives in Lake Norman. Oh, okay. Okay, it's in South Carolina. I hear it's a lot of crime that goes on in Myrtle Beach. It could be because so many people like to go there on vacation. Also, it's Wilmington, South Carolina. I wonder why they said that the movie was filmed in Wilmington, North Carolina. Hmm. Is it a Wilmington, North Carolina and South Carolina? It says Myrtle Beach is bad, it's gang infested. I know everybody be always want to go there to a vacation. I've never wanted to go there. Oh wow, they got it wrong because it says Funny Valentine's filmed in Wilmington, North Carolina. I like North Carolina. They have the perfect roads for the way that I like to drive my cars. My daddy called, but I'm back and guess Myrtle is south. Okay, Myrtle is South Carolina, but is Wilmington North Carolina or South Carolina? Wilmington. They said Myrtle is trash town. It was a lot of trafficking. I was just asking because I thought that the other young man was saying that it was in that it was South Carolina. Somebody was saying it was South Carolina. The beach is South Carolina. North Carolina is nice. You should come check out Monty. Yeah, I had told this lady that cooks cakes. It's called Donna's Creations. She and her husband have a church in North Carolina. I told her I was gonna come and visit. In Winston-Salem. And she said that there's hardly no crime in Winston-Salem, that is very nice. He said that it's very nice in Winston-Salem. So I said I was gonna come and visit their church. It says, but Wilmington is by the beach in North Carolina. That's where they filmed Funny Valentine at with Alfred Woodard. Um, yeah, I love that movie. It's one of my all-time favorites. One of my all-time favorites. Winston is laid back. See, I like laid back towns that are not very fast paced. A lot of land, country. Okay, and I don't mean when I say country, I don't mean like the nearest store is 100 miles away. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about it's so country that everybody on the street live in a trailer. I don't want to live in no. I don't want to live in no town like that. Listen, I don't have nothing against nobody that got trailers. Oh God, because the people always they just always want to misunderstand me. I don't have nothing against trailers, period, because a lot of trailers are nice. You told us 6 or 7 times, get a damn cake already. Winston is okay, not special. They do have a property that was turned into a museum. You can walk. It is historic. Well, I'm going to visit. A lot of Winston is ghetto. Quite a few PJs around Winston-Salem University. I don't care where it is. If you don't have any sidewalks, it's country. Yeah, I don't like places that don't have sidewalks. I don't like places that don't have sidewalks. Winston is like Greensboro. They're all the same. Y'all, we've been on here 3.5 hours. It's getting colder and colder. I think it is. Let me see if it's gonna be an ice storm. It's cold as hell now. And it just kind of because it was 60 something degrees. I was sweating. Well, it's only 43. So it's not gonna I don't see that happening. It's only 43. It's not cold enough for an ice storm. Shut the hell up. Y'all stop. I don't think it's gonna be an ice storm because winter storms Blair arrives bringing travel chaos. They're saying that it is. So they're saying tomorrow is going to be 62. And then it's going to drop all the way down to 26. And then it's going to be an ice situation. What kind of mess is that? Tomorrow is going to be 62 and then it's going to drop down to 26. I'm trying to see if it's going to rain tonight. Hell, I want it to rain so I can. Oh, I love it when it rains. Showers this evening become a steady rain overnight. So it's supposed to rain overnight. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get off of here because I gotta eat me something. So I'm getting ready to get off. I've been on here with you all 3.5 hours. I appreciate y'all hanging out with a sister though. I do. I appreciate that so much. I enjoyed you all. It's getting cold, and I need to finish doing what I was doing. I need to put my Christmas decorations and stuff out in the outhouse. And hey, I'm glad I did not put up a lot. I decorated my fireplace and you know around my chimney and stuff, and that was basically it. So, but I put a lot of stuff around that though, because I was like, I don't want to put up a tree for the puppies to knock over. So, I'm gonna put that out in the outhouse before these puppies keep stepping on the bag and break everything in there. I'll be glad when spring come. I just don't like the winter time. I don't like it when it's cold. I don't. I don't like it when it's cold at all. So when the springtime comes, oh my God, I'd be so happy. Anyways, it's the polar vortex coming down south. It must be nice because it's 18 up here in Ohio. Ooh, that is freezing. Ooh, Jesus. But here's the thing. I bet that's y'all so used to it. I bet it's not even that cold to you all. Like when it's cold like that up north, like the northern people, they know how to they be all outside and all that, child. We be trying to tuck it in when it's like 50, 60. TT, you don't own a coat. I own several coats. I own several coats. Tennessee Mid-Sexer says we're close to Kentucky, so we get everything. Yeah, it'd be real cold in Kentucky. Thank you for coming through, Edward. Hey, Miss T Moss and the rest of the family. Miss T, thank you for responding to my Facebook message. Oh, no problem. The wind chill factor is horrendous at times. It's 35 now, and we get showers tonight. It drops to 25 and 40 tomorrow. Are you still around the Memphis area? Tennessee mid-sector? Big puffy coats, Timberlands, and thermals, Miss T, is how we do in Philly. Ooh. Well, I'm sure that keeps you warm. Enjoyed you so much. Thanks for the safe space. Oh, no problem. You guys, I'm gonna get off of here because it's getting cold. I need to turn on my heat. I need to take these ornaments and put them in the outhouse before these puppies. Y'all hear them stepping on my bag before they tear up. They break every ornament I got. Hey, I enjoyed you all tonight. Y'all have a good night. Look at a good movie or chill and listen to some good music. I'm getting ready to chill and listen to some good music. Okay, it would be hurting me though to listen to that music when it's cold. I mean, when it's cold and you listen to music like that, you're supposed to be trying to get pregnant. I ain't got nobody to get me pregnant, so I'm just have to look at a movie, I guess. Anyways, you guys, I enjoy being on here with you all. I love the real grown folk stuff, right? We all grown, so we can chill and stuff and have fun. But anyways, you guys, I love you guys. Y'all have a good night.